Well, what can I even say today on the news that Pat Chun, Washington State athletic director, is now the athletic director at the University of Washington? This is one of those moments that I can feel. There's just times you just feel things. That's an old Pete Carroll word, especially on a football field. But this is one of those times where I can feel the hundreds of Coug friends that I have, and I know the reaction. It's visceral. I mean, it's beyond even sports hate. It is a sense of frustration and throwing the hands up, and this is it. Maybe this was the final straw. And frankly, I totally get it. College sports, I've said this for a long time, is lost. It's listless. It's leaderless. There's so many people hurt, and ultimately it is the Coug fans. It's that Coug community that in this case is the most hurt. And I empathize and I sympathize, and I'm not about to say anything because I know many of you, with me even talking about this, are probably throwing up as former Cougs, but I do have an immense amount of compassion for all the student athletes, for everyone there, all the amazing coaches and people, and frankly, the job that Pat Chun has done there. And if I take that emotion and I separate it from this, which is what he had to do to make this decision and ultimately agree to a 6-year deal, I mean, the facts for the University of Washington, I said this on a video last week. I gave some priorities to who should be the next AD, and I said it should be somebody with a purple and gold background, and Pat Chun doesn't have it, but he's really close to it. Some would say on the other side of the mountain, sickening close to it. But he and Jen Cohen were really, really tight and good friends, and a tremendous amount of respect. Pat Chun knows the Pacific Northwest. He's made his home up in the Pacific Northwest. Pat Chun has sat in the seat over some incredibly difficult circumstances at Wazoo. He's hired some of the best people. He's done more with less. And I have tweeted that. I have commented on that. I fully believe that. He's done more with less than maybe any AD, certainly west of the Rocky Mountains. He's done a phenomenal job. He's sat through tragedy and led through tragedy there in the football program. He has lost coaches. He's hired coaches. He's obviously had to deal with all the financial disaster and messes that college athletics has thrown upon him. And for the University of Washington, he's a tremendous hire. He's not purple and gold, he's crimson and gray in his background, but he is committing to making this place great. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I really don't know what to say. And in circumstances like this, people would tell you, then don't say anything at all. Don't say anything at all. Your actions over time will speak. I hope my actions in the past have empathized for the Cougs, for the Huskies. Just from a professional and a business standpoint, this was the hire they needed to make as they move into the Big Ten, and a guy that sat in the big seat and done an unbelievable job.